Good evening, everyone. It brings us the warmest of hearts to welcome you all to the 2017 State of the Black Tech Ecosystem. Woo.
What's happening tonight is a lot of great speakers, a lot of great energy, a lot of great connection, and really a space where access and innovation and different resources are really coming together to paint a different story of what the future of technology should really be.
What we want to challenge everyone tonight to do is to dream, to consider, to think about the possibilities if our community was able to better leverage the power of data to better tell our story and to be able to progress forward.
I'm going to tell a quick story that wasn't really scripted here. I was at a dinner party back in September here in Chicago. Introduced to Lenny, and Lenny says, when I'm hiring somebody, I just try to hire the best person. I said, well, who's best? Well, the one with the most experience. I said, really? In my experience, I know a lot of people with tons of experience who are incompetent. He said, so all other things being equal, I should hire the woman or the minority. I said, no, I'm not saying that. Only you know what's going to work in your organization. But you should do it on the basis of their competency. And then he said something that was illuminating to me. He said, well, if I've got 5 white guys, and I got 1 African American and 1 Latino, I'm pretty comfortable that among the white guys, I'm going to get the best one. But over here, if I've got the 1, how do I know that's the best one of the lot? So I went, poof. All my years as an executive recruiter, it never dawned on me that we weren't being even considered as part of the same lot.
Data is as significant as you make it. It helps us to be predictive and analytical about where we've been and where we're heading. And I think that especially for people of color, when we look at the fact that we've been left out of so much, it allows us opportunity, again, to kind of track where we're heading and also where there's still need.
If it's a Black company, it has to be quote unquote social enterprise, or it has to be doing a Black thing. People have low expectations, and when you meet them with, I'm doing computer vision for replacement parts, they're like, that doesn't fit what I think you should be doing.
My experience for 3 years of my life when trying to get funding was I got asked one question, and the question is, do you really do this? Why is it such a shock that people want to know, do I really do this? The good part of the story is that I eventually got funding after being turned down by every single bank in Atlanta. And what I came to realize is that the reason why I get asked this question is because apparently they've never seen anything that looked like me. We need to get into a space where we're not the anomaly. When I went to these banks, because I like data, so I kept digging, there was some assumption that because I was coming in as a Black female, I was simply playing in a smaller league. Has anybody had that experience?
The 2 pictures at the bottom are extremely important. And so I'm pretty sure everyone in the room recognizes the first photo, and that's Trayvon Martin. And what most people don't know, because the media had all these different stories to tell and all these photos to paint, from him smoking marijuana to him holding a gun, Trayvon was in a STEM program. The technology, the innovation, the activity that we're talking about is not fast enough to stop bullets. But it should be, and it definitely can be.
How do we get people in our community to start thinking of the fact of innovation and experience working together?
What are the alternative ways to seek mentorship? How do you overcome those challenges?
What other entry points are there for Black girls in tech?
Where's the pipeline to plug them into you all?
If we don't look at diversity data, if we don't diversify our organizations will ultimately fail.
We think about how much better our economy became when women really entered the workforce. You think about how much better our economy became when we removed some of the barriers that exist from a segregation perspective. I'm hoping that there'll be more and more people who look like me on my side of the table, and that the difference in perspective that comes from that, the difference in network that hopefully generates a difference in access.
Imagine if everybody in this room put $25, $100 together to start a company that launched here at Black Tech Mecca, how much money we could raise.